Well, the price of domestic LPG cylinder has been hiked by Rs 50 per cylinder. Union Oil Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said this on Monday. The price has been increased for both subsidised and general category customers. He said, and I quote, the price of 14.2 kg LPG cylinder will go on to increase from 500 rupees to 550 under Ujwala and from 803 to 853 for non-Ujwala users. This is what Mr Puri, the Petroleum Minister, has said. Last week, the prices of commercial LPG gas cylinders were reduced by Rs 41. The price revision impacted restaurants, hotels and other commercial establishments that use these cylinders for daily operations. Earlier today, the government also raised its excise duty on petrol and diesel, but the hike would not be passed on to consumers and would be borne by oil marketing companies.
What we have decided, therefore, is that the average price, not the average, the price per cylinder of LPG will increase by 50 rupees. In other words, from 500 it will go up to 550 and the other one will go up from 803 to 853. Now this is a step which we will review as we go along. As it is, we review these every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You would have seen a notification from the Ministry of Finance saying that the excise rates are going up by 2 rupees on petrol and diesel. Let me clarify up front on the record. We've already issued a clarification from the ministry. This will not be passed on to the consumer.
My colleague Aishwarya joins us with more details on this. Aishwarya, the price of LPG going on to increase from 500 rupees to 550 under Ujwala and 803 to 853, which is basically a 50 rupee hike. Other than that, the government making it clear that the fuel price hike will not be borne by customers but by the oil marketing companies. That is some relief to consumers. But how is the political opposition looking at this? And also tell us the key takeaways from what Mr Puri said today.
Well, certainly it was Petroleum Minister Hardeep Puri who also signaled during the press briefing that there could be a potential relief for the consumers if global crude oil prices remain stable in the $60 to 65 range or even up to $68. He also stated that the government, which announced 2 rupees per litre hike in the excise duty on both petrol and diesel, will not affect the consumers directly, and that would be the burden for the oil companies, and the consumers will get a slight relief. Of course, the Petroleum Minister lashed out at the opposition who are asking questions from the government, stating that during the UPA era, it was more than 41,000 crore rupees of the loss that were incurred. And till now, the government is paying that. And therefore, the reason perhaps, he stated that it is the LPG cylinder prices which would be raised. Now, under the Ujwala scheme, 50 rupees would be raised. The daily prices would be from 500 to 550, and non-Ujwala schemes will get from 803 to 853 per cylinder. It is also the comparison chart that was showcased by Petroleum Minister as far as how there had been a comparison drawn of the LPG prices with compared to the other countries, including the neighboring countries, and how India has been the cheapest seller of these. It has been stated very categorically by Petroleum Minister that the burden of the hike would be borne by the OMCs, not the end users. And he stated that he wanted to clarify upfront and on the record that this will not be passed on to consumers. In another move, as far as the government hike prices of LPG is concerned, that will be, that will certainly be different from state to state. They vary from state to state. The non-BJP rule who does not have Ujwala scheme will have a different prices, but daily prices from midnight would be increased by 50 rupees under the Ujwala and non-Ujwala scheme.